Welcome back to the workbench, and what we've got here is a second part to my case for my Commodore 64 Breadbin that I had painted. It was a little too far gone to really retro bright, plus it's cold here now and it just takes forever. And doing cases, it's hard anyway because unless you do it right, they can get blotchy, and I've had better luck with either ordering a whole new case, like one of the reproduction C64C cases, and then, like I said, I found what I think is a perfect match color for the Breadbin, and you can see a video of that on YouTube. I'll put a link to it, up here in the corner. So yeah, let me show you what I've done and how I've built it out, and then we'll hook it up to the monitor and show you the output of the video. So the original board that was in here, this was a machine that I bought on eBay as a untested, non-working or possibly working computer. I didn't spend a lot of money on it, so because I had an idea that what I wanted to build was a brand new system from parts. So I took out the 205407 motherboard that was in there, took the keyboard off, took all the keys off, cleaned the keyboard. The membrane, the contacts and everything were great, but the keys are really dirty. So cleaned all those, used some protectant, like the 303 aerospace protectant. That works really good. I like that. I've been using that forever on my car and everything, and they shined up really great. They didn't have to retrobrite those at all. So let me open up the lid here and we'll see what's inside. The logos, these were all the original labels. They were perfect. I did change the LED to orange. That's kind of a signature of mine. I tend to do that on all my rebuilds. Whenever I rebuild something, if I can, I change out the LED to orange, and that's just my little signature. So you can see what we've got in here. We've got a 250466 Sixtyclone system board, which I built. I bought all new parts with a few exceptions. The exceptions being the CIAs, the CPU, and the VIC chip. Now, you may notice that the other things were the connectors. I kept the connectors and the power switch. They were all fine. I double checked them, cleaned them, desoldered them from the 205407 and reinstalled them in here. The one couple things I did, got some modern equivalents. All these chips, everything is socketed in precision sockets. All the chips that I could get, I got from Mauser. All the other components all came from Mauser. And when you go and order a Sixtyclone on the Tindy webpage where they sell these, he has a BOM on there that's like a Excel spreadsheet with each part with a link to a Mauser part number of webpage, and you can just go right down the line and build an order. And in October of 2022, it was about $85 worth of parts. If you buy in a little more bulk, it can cost a little more or a little less. I did order from a separate site a new port connector. Those are really hard to desolder without ruining everything, so I just decided it was cheaper. It was less than $10 US to get one of those. But pretty much everything else came from Mouser. I got a ARM SID, which I put in. I've had that for a little while in another computer, took it out. And then the PLA is the GAL PLA I ordered when I ordered the Sixtyclone. And some of the other, some of the resistor packs, like these here. I ordered a kit with those in from the Tindy shop when I ordered the board. He has some options. He's got like a lot of the stuff prepackaged that you can buy at the same time, but I bought it kind of stuff over a course of a few months. I didn't buy it all at once and just build it. It was something just I built to keep me busy. And I also ordered all new ROM chips. I ordered from DIYChris.com. These are all modern chips in an adapter socket to work with the Breadbin boards. And one change I am going to make is I'm going to replace the kernel with a switchable kernel with Jiffy DOS. Because I'm going to have one part I'm waiting for is a 1541 Ultimate 2 Plus. That'll have Jiffy DOS on it. And, to match. Now you might notice that in the PAL, we've got this ribbon cable in this little board. The Sixtyclones don't come with any video output, modulator or anything. You have to put something in there, either a modulator replacement or an actual original modulator. And I have the Copper Dragon component video board. These are unobtainium. They'll probably never come back. The lead time on the chip on those is like, I think, 1.5 to 2 years. So they're pretty much sold out indefinitely. When I got it about 1.5 years ago, it was awesome. It was the best upgrade I ever did. I had it in a short board, C64C, and it has the best output short of HDMI. And I have plenty of monitors and things that have the component video. The monitor I use with this on my desk, it has every kind of input. It's got HDMI, it's got component, composite, S-video, and VGA. And it's a television. And it's universal. It works PAL and NTSC. So when I built this, I built it as a PAL version. So this is a PAL 6569 R5 VIC chip. And this just plugs in where the original modulator would go. And it connects on the back with a tip ring sleeve 3.5 millimeter phone jack. You still have to use the audio video to get the audio. It does not move any audio over. And it keeps the original audio video intact, so you could hook up composite or S-video out of there if you just wanted to hook up something really quick. So that gives you an idea of what I've done. Fortunately, when I built the Sixtyclone board over the last couple of months and I got it connected up, it worked the first time. I was stunned because it's a lot of soldering. But it's spaced out, especially on these full-size long boards, so it's not too difficult. It's just when you're soldering in all these sockets, it's, a lot of tedious soldering. So it took several days. I kind of, broke it down into sections and buy different components, put all the, electrolytics in, all the little ceramic disc type capacitors and the resistors and all that. So I'll button this up and we're going to reconnect it to the monitor, and I'll show you the output of this Copper Dragon board, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, here we are hooked back up into our system. I've got the output connected to a RetroTink 5X, or I think it's a 2X Pro actually, with the component input and the audio connected, and that way it does the line doubling, so I get 576p on the monitor and HDMI. And the advantage of that is, this monitor probably won't last forever, but I'll always be able to find a small monitor with HDMI. So I just wanted to get it set up, so that in the eventual case that I don't have a monitor with component input anymore, I've got a system to do that. And it's just easier to keep it all connected and wired in and everything. I don't have to mess with anything. The advantage of this TV having all these different inputs is I've got other vintage, retro computers. I've got an Atari 800 XL and a Tandy Coco 3, and I've got Apple II GS that I can all, and a Sinclair ZX Spectrum 128 that I can all connect into this monitor either through the RetroTink or through the connectors right on the side. And it works great. The monitor is attached to a pole on the desk that I can swivel, and the picture, at least through the RetroTink, and in case of the C64's component board, it looks great. It's better. It has no jail bars. It has no artifacts. It's great. I'll zoom in and you can kind of take a look. Sorry for the shaky camera work here. I don't have a capture card, but there you go. I've got a Kung Fu Flash installed on this, so we can I can run the software, or I can run Easy Flash cartridges and other D64s, and just got some basic organization. And a lot of these, games that people have heard of. Donkey Kong Arcade. And you can see it really loads fast, and with PAL and 576p, it looks and sounds great. And one of the things you can do with this card is there's a switch where you can set it to do the simulated scan lines, which I don't like it. So, but you can see the graphics are really crisp. Of course they're 40 column or whatever, a standard Commodore outputs, but looks great. Well, we'll let that be the end of it. I've got, like I said, one or two more little updates to do to this. The 1541 Ultimate 2 Pluses are on back order. They're supposed to ship in January, but that was already pushed back. It was supposed to be December. The manufacturing is having a little bit of a time getting them out, or getting enough quantity to build the batch that's due. So we'll say goodbye, and remember, do all that YouTube-y stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll hope to see you on the next one. Thanks.